Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Just thought I'd start a bit earlier because I'm not doing anything, so fucking why not, you know? Here we go. Big day, huge day even. And it doesn't even necessarily revolve around us too much as long as we win. I think, you know, it's a monumental day for Chelsea Football Club if we win today, and we hope and pray for a draw in the other game. 5 minutes early. I've never seen the likes. I know. I'm so ready. I'm so raring to go. I'm so excited for this game, which inevitably means we're gonna fucking lose, does it not? As it stands in the Premier League table, and I know some people are like, let's not worry too much about the table right now, but it's a momentous occasion because we can go second today if all goes to plan. Well, not so much now, actually. Fucking Arsenal winning 5-2 really did cause a bit of an issue there in that regard, I must admit. So that's taken all the enthusiasm out of this one, I must say. But either way, if we win, what is it, 4-0? How many points? So 9, they're on 12. So if we win 4-0, then we can go second. So Arsenal have absolutely fucked us there. I don't think we're going to win 4-0. I do think, however, my prediction is 3-1 Chelsea. But either way, I just want to win. We'll be on 25 points, which will be level with Arsenal. So we'll be joint seconds, technically third, unless we win by 4 goals. Then we'll be in a good position. A bit of a different lineup today, to say the least, but not too different in the same time. Certain player has been dropped, and it is, well, I mean, let's take a look. I mean, let me just very quickly sort this out because I have not actually got around to doing it. But well, actually, no. We'll look at it. So this was my predicted 11 on my preview, and I was saying that with this, with this front three, or specifically the wingers, right? It was up for grabs. Pedro Neto was out in with illness as of late, you know, for the last game, and so didn't miss. He missed the game, wasn't involved, and now the lineups have come out. He does start. Jadon Sancho, he's been out with injuries as well and a bit of illness as well. So it's it was up for grabs, and I think Madueke has been probably aware that his position's the most up for grabs out of all of the team at the moment. Would you not agree that the right mid position is definitely the most attainable position? Right back, probably secured for Malo Gusto, but then again, he's not playing today. So let's sort this out. So it is a back three. I need to get the lineup up so I can actually fucking see what it is in detail. Because FOTMob have got Caicedo at right back, which I can guarantee you now is not the case. We are going to have Fofana, Colwill, and Cucurella. It's so weird, isn't it? I just can't imagine that being the back three. Caicedo is not at right back. It'll be like this. So we've got Lavia playing as well. Madueke isn't playing. We've got Sancho instead. It's a really weird one. So it's almost going to be. We've just got to work it out. It's a 3-4-2-1. So we'll move it about like this. And then he's not a fucking right back. It's them assuming. It will be something like that, I would assume, right? What do we think? No? Yes? Switch Sancho and Neto. And when we know either player can play on both, Sancho on the right, I could imagine Sancho's going to be on the right. Who is at right back? We're playing 3 at the back. This is the formation that we're more or less... Well, what's your YouTube handle? Chelsea Fans XI, youtube.com/Chelsea Fans XI. The link is in my bio on TikTok, so it's an easy, just one click. I'm live there at the moment. If you want to come over there, we are on the route, slowly but fucking surely, to 10,000 subscribers. It's taken a real dump at the moment in terms of momentum, but right at the death, right at the finishing line. So please do head over youtube.com/Chelsea Fans XI and come and subscribe. Get me to 10,000 subscribers sooner rather than later. It's very much appreciated. Steve with the hello today. 26 degrees. It's 13 degrees here. Jesus Christ. Are we getting all 3? Are we getting 3 at the back? I like it personally. I'm a big fan. The only person I'm not too sure about is obviously Sanchez, but if we move this about, I think it's this. With Palmer obviously being in midfield, it'll be, 3-1-2-1. It's a bit of a weird one. I like it. I think this is like ultimately, we're ultimately going to be attacking quite heavily in this game, if we're to go off of this in any way, shape, or form. In terms of on the bench, I think we've only really got 3 defenders in our lineup from what I've seen. We've got Badiashile. That's not true at all then in that case. We've got Fofana, Colwill, Badiashile, Tosin on the bench. We've got Vega. I like it. It's a well-rounded team. It's a really well-rounded team. I think I really fear for Madueke that this is his last sort of like, I don't know. And Gusto on the bench as well. Imagine Neto and Sancho absolutely tear it up today. Apparently I've just invited you to my TikTok. I don't think I have. I must have done. Yeah. Neto and Sancho for me are our 2 strongest wingers. So I really am struggling to see how Madueke is going to find his way back into the 11 anytime soon if they have a really good game. Played well on 2 assists on the Thursday game against Heidenheim. Sancho was never really a doubt. I know there's all this propaganda about him, is he going to go to Tottenham? Is he happy? Is he, the players at Chelsea don't like him and all this sort of stuff. I don't believe a second of it. I'm really not reading into it too much. He's been sick. He's been injured, I think that we're going to go forward with him at Chelsea next season. I think we more or less have to at this point, but I'm happy. I'm happy with where Sancho is at the moment. Obviously not had quite as many games as he probably would have liked to have had, or rather what we would have liked for him to have had. But if you're annoyed at Sancho's performances at Chelsea Football Club so far, you're a bit of a fucking dweeb. Do you know what I mean? You're a bit of a moron because he's hardly put a foot wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? I think he's really quite faultless at points, especially in comparison to what we've had over the last few years at our disposal. What more do you want? He's doing it. He's getting assists. Opposition is 5th in the table. Well, fucking, I know, but still, you still have to do. It's like Mudrik's finish against Heidenheim on Thursday. It's Heidenheim, wow! But still, it was a fantastic goal. There's really it's one of those things where you can't really criticize too much when it is like a weekly thing. If it's like a once in a blue moon, if Mudryk hadn't scored at all this season and scored that goal, then it's like, well, it's a good goal, but it's only against Heidenheim. You know, in the games that Mudryk's playing, he's doing well. He is doing all right. And that's coming from me. That's coming from me. And I'm someone who has slated Mudryk to the ends of the earth. This, since he's joined Chelsea Football Club. So I'm here to tell you that Mudryk's having an all right season in all things considered. But back to Sancho, I think he's having a really good season. Obviously missed a few games with illness and injury, but for the most part, I'm really happy with what I've seen. Good to see Lavia back in the starting 11 as well. Obviously wasn't ready enough to join in with the game against Leicester last week. He joins up with Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez for the middle of the pitch. 3, which is, am I right in thinking, the first time we're going to see these 3 play together? At least from the start. Surely this is the first time we're seeing all 3 of them start together. Because it's always been who gets dropped, who starts, who's the guaranteed star? It's probably Caicedo. Who's next? It's probably Lavia. So Enzo Fernandez getting a start in the Premier League as well. It's a day for surprises in the starting 11, that's for sure. As we said, no right back, no out and out right back. We know that Fofana's played in that right defensive position recently, and it didn't go very well, or at least it didn't go bad. Did it go? I just wasn't a fan. I really wasn't a fan. Enzo has stepped up in the last 3 to 4 games. You're right. Again, much like Mudryk, Enzo Fernandez is someone that I've been very hot on criticizing. Arjun, you commented the other day on that, and on the actual video, I think it was you or someone else said it. And I watched it back and I was like, how the times have changed with Cucurella and I's relationship, with how I watched. Cucurella is one of the most flawless, what's the words? He's one of those players I just don't criticize at all that much anymore. Whereas 2 seasons ago, I was absolutely fucking done with him quite quickly as well. But now, one of my favorites, so times change. And as I was saying, much like that, Enzo Fernandez, it is one of those players that I just don't think has hit the heights just yet that we were expecting or hoping, or at least what we were sold. Obviously the amount that we paid was never going to amount to what we've put in or what we got back. I don't think we'll ever get back what we put in for him financially, but based on what we're going to get back on the pitch, because again, maybe Caicedo will do that, but I really am unsure that Enzo will get that sort of like return. But the point I'm trying to make is, much like Cucurella, I was really not a fan of him at one point. Mudryk, I've been really, really critical on him. Enzo Fernandez as well. All 3 players. Cucurella has been good for a while now. Mudryk's starting to pull his socks up a little bit more now and perform in games that he's involved in. I won't say necessarily that when he's come on in the Premier League that he's been like an amazing player to come on and make a difference. But Enzo Fernandez, he's been good in the last few games that he's played as well. So, I am happy. And that alone showcases to me that Enzo Maresca is a manager that can pull things around, that he can be the catalyst to get the best out of players that are underperforming or have been underperforming or may not have the fans sort of backing. Will Robert Sanchez get that from the club? I am not so sure. But I think that's more so down to him and the quality that he possesses. Cucurella has quality in abundance. Enzo Fernandez, there's no denying the man has quality and that we've seen it for Argentina. We saw it in his last club. We've seen it in glimpses at Chelsea Football Club as well. So the same with Mudryk. Mudryk, he's great for Ukraine. He was good at Shakhtar. Has he hit the heights at Chelsea yet? Not so much, but can Enzo Maresca get the best out of him? I believe that he is a manager that can do just that. Because we're seeing the best of all three of them since he's joined, I would say. Maybe not Fernandez, but, you know, like I say, I've never really been too wowed by him as a whole. Fofana and Colwill playing in that sort of formation, we'll see what it's like. I'm sure defensively that this is going to be a little bit different from what we see here. Who out of those in midfield are more likely to drop back and form a back four? Should we be not in possession or on the back foot? Probably Caicedo, but are we going to see Caicedo in a right back position? Maybe at some points, but for the most part, this formation would suggest to me, and it should suggest to you, that we're going to be absolutely peppering them possession-wise, forward moving motion, every single thing you can think of in an attacking sense is what we're going to be going with here. We are in the shape of a fucking arrow, for Christ's sake. I mean, I don't know what more you want from Enzo Maresca to tell you what our game plan in this game is. But it's all things pointing towards Nicholas Jackson at the top. So I'm excited for this game. I think you should be too. I'll be devastated if we lose this game. I really will, because in the past, sure, there's been games where I've been confident. I've been maybe a little bit bullshit about like this, that, or everything else about. I think it's a guaranteed win. I think it's. I'm not saying that about this game, but I'm saying in the past I might have come across a bit more like overconfident, or this has to be a win. We need to win this, or we must win this, and there's no way we're going to lose this. This game has all the makings of that, and I think I'm justified. In being confident coming into this game based on where we are as a team right now. I'm not jinxing it. I'm just giving off my opinion, and I'm happy with what I'm seeing from the club so far and up to now. And so if we win today, I will not be surprised in the slightest. If we lose, I will be very surprised. If we draw, not so much. I think it's a possibility that we could draw. It's always a possibility that we concede a silly goal. I think that will always be our Achilles heel is conceding silly goals. Not just conceding, because that's a part of football, but conceding goals in a silly fashion is always something that is a possibility with Chelsea Football Club. So it remains to be seen how this is going to go. I'm confident, as I've said. I like the lineup a lot. I really do. Am I going to do a City-Liverpool watch-along? I'm not going to do a City. If it was later in the season, I absolutely would. But the fact that we can't finish second today is, unless we win 4-0, if we win 4-0, then fucking, you never know. You never know. I might do. But I can't make any promises. It's... We'll take it one game at a time. With that said, we are, how many? 16 minutes away. Nathan, how's it going? If you're watching on TikTok, please do tap that screen, share the live, all that good stuff. It's going to be a really good game today. I've got a feeling in my bones. So please follow if you haven't done so already. If you're watching on TikTok, please come over to the YouTube live, youtube.com/Chelsea Fans XI. The link is in my bio. We are, again, like I say, on the front foot compared to where we were in the last couple of seasons. That's for sure. Shall we take a look? Shall we take a little gander? Shall we take a little look-see? Do I think we'll finish above Arsenal? I was more confident before their game yesterday that they had maybe had a bit of a lapse in their season. Obviously, Odegaard was injured for a bit of their season, but boy, oh boy, is he playing to their strengths. Is he providing them with strength since he has come back? You came up on my Mrs. TikTok the other day. Haha, her phone is listening to me talking about you and Chelsea. She'd be like, oh, that Harry bloke. What a fucking idiot. Always shouting to, it's 10 o'clock. Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, hey, 10 o'clock. She's at it. Why does he shout so much? We're seeing, is that Willie Caballero? It's not Willie Caballero, is it? It is. Caballero doing some training with the defense. Obviously, I know he's at the club, but why he's not doing goalkeeper training, I've got no idea. So, just as a comparison, by the way, shall we have a look? See if I can get it up on the screen for you. Hopefully, this doesn't fucking... Where is it? Where is it? This? Here we go. So this is where we were this time last... No, this isn't last time. This time last season. 23-24. Match day 12 is what we are on. We'll have played 13 after this. But as you can see, look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We were in 10th place this time last season. If we look at where we are currently, a draw would simply put us into 4th place. I mean, a draw either way puts us above Manchester City. So, they still have to play Liverpool, knowing full well, if we lose today, you just know that City are going to win. You just fucking know that City are going to win. Whereas if we win, Liverpool are going to win all day long. So, as you can see, a win takes us... puts us this out into the back. We would have won, drawn, won. We'll be up to 25 points, and we will be considerably higher than everyone else below us with regards to goal difference. The only difference being, of course, Arsenal's big win yesterday is what makes the difference. Unless we can... I mean, even if we win like 2-0, 3-0, who knows? This is obviously wishful thinking. But at the same time, Aston Villa, as you can see, draw, loss, draw. They're in a bit of stinky territory at the moment, It's there for the taking. It is there for the taking. We just need to show up today. This time last season, so we are currently on 22 points. This time last season, we were on 16 points. So 2 wins less. Mathematically speaking, we were on 16 points with 5 goal difference, 21 goals scored and 16 goals conceded. This season, 23 goals scored and 14 goals conceded. So, I mean, it's not that different, What the fuck? 23 to 21. So we scored 2 more goals than we did last season at this point. But we have conceded more? 2 less. 2 less than last season at this point. So the difference being obviously massive in our results. We have found a way in games that we otherwise would have either drawn or lost last season. The start last season wasn't great. We had Liverpool on the opening game, if I'm not mistaken, and it all went downhill from after that. But again, 4 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses, and then you look at this season so far, we've... where's the extended fucking table? There we go. 6 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. So we have 2 more wins than we did last season, where we had 2 more losses this time last season. So it's happy days at the moment. We really, really could be onto something. And if we look at, by the way, this is transfermarket.co.uk if you're wanting. This is, I don't know what you search actually, but it's like the form table. So you can check the season and compare it to now. Match day 13. So this is after this game. This is to compare to after this game. If we look, last season after this game that we're playing today, we were on 10. We lost the game. And I'm fairly sure, well, we can see. Who did we play? We played Newcastle and lost 4-1. We lost 4-1 against Newcastle this time last season in today's game in a 3 o'clock kickoff. So that took us to 4 wins, 4 draws, 5 losses, and on 16 points. Whereas, as we've said, we could be on 25 points. We could be 9 points clear of where we were this time last season after this game, is the point I'm trying to make. And I think that's a real good sign. I think it's a really good sign of how much we have progressed so far. Do I believe that, you know, that this is necessarily a Premier League winning side? Absolutely not. Let's not get ourselves carried away here. But I'm just saying, we've made miraculous progress from last season, and it's a sign of, you know, how good Enzo Maresca's been. I don't think this is anything short of the manager has made a monumental difference to this squad. And whilst the players are absolutely pulling their weight, I do think it's a lot down to the manager. Listen, you can't last season and the season before that and the season before that, every time we're shit, it's down to the manager. And a lot of people saying it's not down to the players, it's the manager this and Pochettino and Potter and fucking Lampard and all this sort of thing. But when it's good, it's the players. I've not seen people say it's not down to Maresca, but I'm just saying I want to give the guy that his credit. I want to give the guy the credit that he deserves, and give him a pat on the back, pat on the bald head, and just say, Enzo Maresca, you're doing a fantastic job up to now. I think you're proving a lot of people wrong. I think a lot of people were expecting Chelsea to just carry on being shit. And hey, it could still go tits up. But in terms of the start, regarding the play, you know, the games that we've had up to this point, I think he has done a fantastic job. And long may it continue. Honestly, I really like him as a manager. I think he fits the role perfectly. You know, I think he definitely has all the makings. Now that we know him a little bit better, I think he does have all the makings of a Chelsea manager, personality wise. I like the style of football that he has. I think it's entertaining football. He's not Nico has said he's making us a team that's very strong to play against. We're a threat again. I would agree. And going off on that, I think that he's making us a team that people are going to be somewhat scared to play against. Anything would have been scarier than what we've been over the last couple of seasons. People were lapping it up, enjoying the fact that, you know, oh, we've got Chelsea next week. Thank God for that. You know, oh, we're going to do great next week. We've got Chelsea. That's pretty much a guaranteed win. Is what it got to. At one point, it was almost a guaranteed win if you played against us. It certainly wasn't a loss. You'd at the very least, you'd get a draw. So Enzo Maresca has done just that. He has made us a team where if you come up against us, you're thinking, fucking hell, this is going to be a bit of a strange game. This is going to be a bit of a tough one. Like the Chelsea of old. Whereas, as I said, in the last couple of seasons, it has been anything but. I think people were relishing in the fact that, well, we've got Chelsea next weekend. It's going to be a walk in the park, or it's not going to be a hard game. Whereas now, I bet you Aston Villa fans, they're thinking, fuck's sake. We've had a stinker of a start to the season as it is. Well, as in, like, not a start to the season, but the last 4 games haven't gone to plan. Their fans won't be, excited about this game, I don't think. They won't be coming into this like they did last season. I mean, listen, let's have a look, shall we, at our head-to-head. The players are in the tunnel. They're ready to go. We'll look at the head-to-head. 15 wins, 15 wins for Chelsea, 6 wins for Aston Villa, and 6 draws. 2-2 last season at Villa Park. The game before that was at the FA Cup. We won 3-1. 0-0, 1-0 Villa, 2-0 Villa, 1-0 Villa. That was in a club friendly, to be fair. But then 2-0 Chelsea back in 2022 is, if I'm not mistaken, the last time we beat them in the Premier League was back in 2022, December of 2022, in fact. No, October of 2022. The last time we beat them in the Premier League at home was the 11th of September 2021. So it's been a long, long time. And boy, oh boy, has there ever been a more likely time for us to rectify that poor record. Today's the day. Today is the day. I'm confident. I'm happy coming into this thinking this is the time we keep the momentum going. We go into our next games. We've got Southampton midweek. If we win here, we've got stinky Southampton who we're inevitably going to fucking drop points against them. Unlikely, but you never know. Midweek on Amazon Prime. We'll see how it goes. But we got Villa today, Southampton on Wednesday, Tottenham on Sunday. It is a huge, huge week for Chelsea in the Premier League. 9 points there that I would really, really be confident that we could get. I fancy our chances against Tottenham. We should be beating Southampton, and I really am thinking that a 3-1 victory against Aston Villa today is all but likely. It's a very likely scenario. As I said, we can't finish in second today unless we win at least 4-0. So it is what it is. I think that would have provided a bit more entertainment in today's game, but I'm not too bothered about that whatsoever. Stephen Gaddy with the super chat saying, come on, Harry, up the Chelsea. Thank you very much for the super chat. And with that said, you're not wrong. It's 10 o'clock. Please like the stream if you are watching on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel, of which I've just said. We've got Southampton on Wednesday. We've got Tottenham Hotspur on the weekend, next weekend on Sunday. It's going to be a big one. I wouldn't be surprised if there are a beer or two in that one. I'm home alone all weekend, so I think a beer is definitely on the cards. So please join me for that one. It's going to be a belter of a stream, I can guarantee you of that. If you're watching on TikTok, keep tapping the screen. I really do appreciate it. Follow if you haven't done so already, and if you are watching on TikTok and you want to watch on YouTube, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI. The link is in the bio. 1 minute to go until kickoff. They are missing a couple of players, but I think they've actually had a couple of returns. Concer's back in the side. There's no Duran. He's on the bench, but obviously Watkins would be starting over him anyway. Hopefully Martinez doesn't have a blinder of a game. We will have to wait and see. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, this would be a statement victory. It would indeed. You are not wrong. Let me get the timer up, and let's get this show on the road. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous now that I've been hyping us up and saying that we're going to win comfortably. I didn't say comfortably, by the way, but I do think that it wouldn't be too surprising based on how we've been as of late, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm not going to carry on too much on that. I think I've said enough. If you're watching in the UK, it is on Sky Sports. Sky Sports main events. Let me check for those Chelsea US TV schedule. We are moments away. If you're watching on watching in America or in the United States, bear with me. If he ever wants to blow the whistle today, that would be great. Come on. Any minute now. We're all waiting. Come on. We're underway. In the US, it's on the USA Network, Telemundo, Fubo, DirecTV, Stream, and Sling Blue. But in the United Kingdom, it is on Sky Sports. Harry doesn't have a Sky TV. What? Harry don't have... Commentary's already gone down. For me. Oh, Jackson picks up the ball. Nearly gets away there. But the referee brings it back. On Sky. First minute, it's a little bit shaky from... I can hear everything. Oh, no. Yeah, it's gone down. All I can hear is Mika Richards. I can hear talking. This has happened to us before on Sky. Minute played. I can't listen to them talking because I'm just going to end up listening to them. Free kick to Aston Villa. And it's almost as though they know that the communications are down as well because... They've everyone started off a bit slow here. Here we go. Dodgy pass back by Enzo Fernandez. Sanchez, really nice pass from the back. Oh, Harry, I don't have a Sky TV, says Chelsea. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't even know if Twitter... I haven't done it in so long. I mean, I've never done it, really. But those pesky people on Twitter that would show the game, I've never dabbled myself. I would always, turn it off. I couldn't possibly have done that. Ball comes back to Emi Martinez. Jackson hot on his tail, trying to close down. Jackson's... close quarters, sort of like his tracking down, his perseverance, everything has gone up so much, I'm really liking it. His pressure that he's putting on is really, really good. There were times in the last couple of seasons where you'd think like, God, you could have done a bit more there. But really now, these days, rather... hard to criticize Nicholas Jackson apart from like the odd one-on-one or like the odd finish that he has, but other than that his game is pretty well rounded at the moment. Is our next Europe match at 3:30? It is 3:30 on December the 12th, Thursday, December 12th. Anyone else not finding it on Peacock? It's not on Peacock, I don't think. It's on USA Network. I don't know if that's the same thing, but it doesn't say Peacock on that schedule thing. I've got a lovely green tea. Times have changed. Not drinking beers with the game anymore. I've got a strawberry and cucumber green tea. That'll all change next weekend. I can assure you that. Tottenham game, we're getting battered. Not in the score, but we're gonna have a few brews with the game. Don't you worry about that. You woke bastard, mate. If you knew what would my fridge look like at the moment. Enzo Fernandez, Cucurella, Lavia finding Fofana. It is a back four, it seems, when we're in possession. Maybe not. Lavia's the one that's a bit deeper. It wouldn't make sense for it to be a back four in possession. Lavia is all the way at the top now, so it is absolutely a back three in possession. I'm trying to see what when we're out of possession. I will let you know who is the one that tracks back to work in defence. Here's Pedro Neto. Looks up, finds Cucurella. Could have done a power shot there if it was on FIFA, you know. Enzo Fernandez, his deflection finds his way into his hands of his Italian, his international counterpart, Emi Martinez. God, our atmosphere stinks. Let me listen. I never really listen anymore. I mean, it's just Villa fans singing at the moment. No free kick given there. Certainly seemed like it would have been a foul. I would have been raging if that was against Chelsea, but play goes on. Back to Sanchez. Cucurella now on the ball. It's mostly tourists at this point, surely. Tourists and families. Kept in by Jadon Sancho. Cucurella. Back and forth. I will be doing, hopefully, fingers crossed, FIFA streams every day this week. Chelsea career modes. And then, fingers crossed as well, a 10-hour stream on the weekend should I hit 10,000 subscribers. At the pace I'm going, it's not looking likely, but we'll probably do something on the weekend either way. As I've said, I've got the whole weekend to myself. Here's Sancho. Cucurella crossed in. Great chance! Yes! What a fucking goal! Nicholas Jackson! It's unbelievable! It's unbelievable! It's a fantastic goal from Nicholas Jackson. Hey! 10 o'clock! Fantastic goal from Nicholas Jackson. Well worked. Everyone's on side there. There's no question about it. Pedro Neto. Lovely cross. Headed away, though. Lavia heads it back in. It's headed away again. Then they try and play it out from the back. Cucurella says no. Finds Sancho. Cucurella with the cross. Jackson gets it. It is a fantastic finish off the inside of the post and into the back of the net. Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 0. It is a fantastic start to this game. Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 0. You love to fucking see it. My goodness me. All coming up Millhouse these days, I'm telling you. They're calling for VAR. There's no way. There is no way. There's no way that's a foul. There is no way that is a foul. I don't think they're giving it. VAR's, I'm fairly sure, said that it's not a foul. Yeah, it's a goal. It's a goal. 1-0. We're off to the races. We're off to the races. 3 more goals to go, boys and girls, and we go second place. Lewis, he does. At least that's what I've heard, anyway. Fantastic start. My goodness me. What a goal. Jackson is that guy, isn't he? He really is. Oh, my God. They're in a shambles in defence at the moment. Great pressing. I know, so little space. He squeezed it in. by the finest of margins. It's a proper striker's goal. We have a proper striker, by the way. He scores his 8th goal in 13 games in the Premier League. 8 goals, 3 assists in 13 games. You don't really hear people talking shit about Jackson these days, do you? Really? It's all gone a bit quiet, isn't it? It's all gone a little bit quiet. Played forward. Sanchez collects really nicely. Ollie Watkins nowhere near. 2 more goals. Well, I mean, yeah, if we go level on points and goal difference, we probably go above. No, we don't go up. Why would we go above? We'd have exactly the same everything as Arsenal. Played forwards. We'd have the same wins, draws, losses. Goal difference would be the same. We'd both have 26 goals scored, 14 conceded, 12 goal difference, 25. It would be exactly the same. Like identical if we scored 2 more goals. So Arsenal would still be a point, would still be above us by, I think, alphabetical order. Still a long way to go. Sanchez, once again, collects the next Drogba. I was going to say that it was a very, very Drogba-style finish, but the comparisons to Drogba when it comes to like Lukaku and Demba Ba and, you know, who else? Michy Batshuayi. It seems a little bit obvious as to why those comparisons are being given, you know. So Nicholas Jackson is his own man, you know. I don't want us to keep comparing him to Drogba. Drogba is, you know, he's his own thing. Jackson, much the same. Such a good player in his own right and should be, I think, given his own plaudits off of his own performances, because for the most part, they are completely different players. Jackson's not like a fucking bulldozer, is he? Great chance! Oh my God! Didn't take it well. Aston Villa, we might be conceding a very stupid goal here. Please don't. Defended well. Kept it in. Neto. He goes for the shot, drags it wide, goes for the near post. It's never a foul. Enzo Fernandez plays it through. Jackson's in again! Think he's offside. He slipped. I don't think Diego Costa gets enough credit from other fans. I don't know. Drogba does, but also does. It's like the younger generation just don't like Drogba because they didn't see. It is completely and utterly because they didn't see him play, that they don't understand the kind of player that Drogba was. And it's not like nostalgia fucking tax or whatever. If you are someone who genuinely, if you didn't see him play and you think based on his stats that, oh, he's overrated or he wasn't a good player or as good as everyone makes him out to be, you're a fucking child. You are legitimately, legally probably a child. This is great from Sancho, just intercepted. There wasn't really much more he could do there. Drogba is and always will be one of the greats in Premier League football. Oh my God. Fofana's been absolutely mugged there. Brilliant from Sanchez. Fofana absolutely fucked it there. My word. What is he doing? Are you guys ahead of me or something? What the fuck is going on? I was on the wrong channel, I think. One channel was ahead of the other. Fofana absolutely fucked us there. Nearly. Sanchez actually helped us out. He actually did something good. Let me sync this up. Hang on. 5, 6, 7. There you go. All done. Enzo. Looks like he was fouled there. Play continues. 15 minutes gone. I'm not upset with what I've seen, apart from that mistake by Fofana. I think I'm live now. I was on Sky Sports Football or Sky Sports Premier League rather than Sky Sports Main Event. And Sky Sports channels is weird. Like, they're not identical. Sky Sports Premier League is like 3 seconds behind Main Event. But I'm on time now. Fofana was running with his face to goal, and Watkins literally just took the ball off him and it was in on goal. But Sanchez did very well to save it. To be fair, wasn't the best of shots in all fairness, but it was good goalkeeping. Martinez fucking about with it at the back. Cucurella. Sancho can't quite get his foot on it. It's all over the place at the moment. Cucurella with a shocker of a pass back. Fofana needs to make the right header here, and he does. Gets a push in the back for his troubles. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering, there was a couple of you that would say something just before. And then I checked, and it was, a couple of seconds behind. Weirdly. If you're watching on TikTok, please do keep tapping the screen. Come over to YouTube, the YouTube stream. We're live on YouTube, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI. Please come over and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you're watching on YouTube, please do like the stream. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. Here is Romeo Lavia. Did I criticize Enzo Fernandez? Hodag saying, I don't know football. Look at Enzo's class. And then Shred also said, I think Enzo's doing well. When did I criticize Enzo? I was saying he's doing well the last few games, if anything. No, it's okay. I was just wondering if I'd accidentally, or not accidentally, but I'd unknowingly sort of criticized him. Which is not something I'm, not known for doing. I'm very much a speak now and think later sort of person. You ridicule fanboys. Well, I'm not. I'm by any means anything but an Enzo Fernandez fanboy, but that's not to say I don't like him or think he's shit. I just don't think he's been as good as we were promised just yet. I think there's definitely room for it to still be the case. That was so nearly through the legs of Sanchez. Great goalkeeping. Vamos. Oh, Stamford Bridge is just so beautiful, isn't it? Is it the best stadium at the moment? Like, like in terms of vibes, not atmosphere. I'm not saying that, but then even then, when we score like an important goal, the smacking on the board has become so popular on like social media and all that sort of thing. It's getting like plaudits. Everyone's giving it praise. How old was I when I went to my first game? 20. I'm joking. I was I was probably like 7. It was probably, I think 2000 and I want to say like 2002, 2003. So it would have been, I would have been like 6 or 7, like probably 7 or 8. I'd say 7. 7 seems like the number. But then I remember my 7th birthday because I fell off my bike the day after my 7th birthday. And I know I went to Stamford Bridge before then. So I was probably 5 or 6, to be fair. So probably 2001, 2002. It was probably like a cup game against Bolton, rings a bell. Probably not that year, but it was a cup game. Was my first game I went to. I hadn't been to a Premier League game. Oh, Sancho gets through just about. My first Premier League game I'd ever been to was, as in like at Stamford Bridge, because it was at one point it was just so fucking hard to get a ticket unless you were getting loyalty points out your arse. Was probably 20. Probably 2017. The 2017-18 season was the first season I went to. I went to every single game that season, home, well, at home anyway, and quite a few away. Palmer! Great chance. That's a fucking pass back, ref! Yes! Oh my God, we've got a fucking indirect free kick on the 6-yard line. That's a pass back. It's a fucking pass back. Absolute nightmare in defense. And for, you know, Emi Martinez as well. Best goalkeeper in the world, my ball bag. So we have a free kick in front of the penalty spot. I'd say about 3 yards, 2 yards. Probably 2 yards. 2 yards in front of the penalty spot. We have an indirect free kick. Or is it a direct free? What one is it? It's been 30 years since I've seen a free kick inside the box. And I'm 29 years old. I think the slapping of the boards is one of the most beautiful noises in football. It really is. And I think it has become like neutral fans when they're watching Chelsea is like one of the sounds that they're like, oh, I'm going to watch the Chelsea game just in case I hear the shutters getting hit. Chelsea are definitely playing better by quite some margin, by the way. Chelsea, if you're just tuning in, have an indirect free kick. Palmer had the shot. Martinez palmed it away and was a pass back. Emi Martinez picks it up. There is a free kick 2 or 3 yards away from the penalty spot, in front of the penalty spot. So we are closer to the goal than a penalty would be. Every single Aston Villa player is behind this goal, behind the ball, I would imagine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, all 11. All 11. Surely you would have one man up just in case. Holy shit. How are we going to go about this, eh? It's going to be Enzo to Palmer, I think. Enzo making Martinez. It's not gone in. It's Lavia! All the Aston Villas charging out. Kukurea has been absolutely wiped out there. Crossed in. Great chance! All the way through. What a chance! I mean, fair dues to Martinez. That is a great save, is it not? It's a terrible free kick from Palmer. He could not have hit it any further into the players. You want to roof those, don't you? You want to put that in the top of the net. That's the only place it could possibly result in going. You can't blast it through them and hope for the best. If you sky it, you sky it, but you've got to roof that. Yeah, I can't remember the last time we had an indirect free kick. 2008 or something. I remember. Oh, shit. Kukurea looked like two-footed challenge there. I remember Balak or someone like Balak and a few other players being around one of those sorts of free kicks. Jackson, nicely done. Finds Enzo Fernandez. Brilliant pass out wide. Finds Neto, but it's too much out for a throw in. Torres had one and he hadn't, because he still hadn't scored for us. God. Horrid time. 87 likes on the stream on YouTube. Please do. 13 of you, if you could like the stream, that would be fantastic. Get to 100 before half time, then we'll be cooking. We'll be cooking with gas, as they say. But again, yeah, a reminder: I'll be doing hopefully FIFA career modes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Maybe not Friday. But Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at the very least. And then on the weekends, I would imagine it's going to be quite a busy one. Who missed the indirect? It was Palmer. People make out like they're a lot easier than they are, but it was not a good take from him, to be fair. Like, in fairness, it was pretty bad. Aston Villa's last 7 results in all competitions, they are without a win. A draw to Bournemouth and Crystal Palace. They've also lost to Crystal Palace, Tottenham, Club Brugge, and Liverpool in that time. We do have... I know, that's why I said Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Because Wednesday, we've got Southampton. Riley, I know that's you, mate. I can just tell it's you. I'm happy for you. Great chance. Good save by Martinez. Southampton are the type of team to give us trouble. Are they? They currently sit bottom of the league. 10 goals scored. 25 goals conceded. 5 points. Jackson with a chance. Jesus Christ, Martinez is having an absolute shocker of a game. 1 win, 2 draws, 10 losses. I've missed something monumental there, it seems. That's a corner ball, no? Aston Villa are on. Oh my God. Jackson was just obviously not expecting Martinez to make that shit of a fucking pass. What is he doing? I'm not into Marvel at all. I can confirm. If anything, I'm passionately not into Marvel. You can't blame him. Obviously, he has to be a bit more on his toes and ready, but like you cannot forecast a goalkeeper making that bad of a pass out. Like he literally passed it to Jackson. And now Martinez is hurt. I don't think he's hurt. I think he just knows he's having a fucking shit show of a game. They're giving him pills. I'm not being funny. Surely you're not allowed to take paracetamol on the pitch. It is a Chelsea corner. A 100 likes on the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 o'clock. Thank you very much. Here's to the next 100, hopefully. Fingers crossed, eh? Business has been a bit slow these days, but there you go. We move. It's definitely on the line there, ref. Easy goal. Yeah, apparently this is the best goalkeeper in the world. I've never really bought into that myself, but there you go. What do I know? Enzo with the cross, cleared away. Front man. It's a story as old as time itself. Chelsea not being able to get the ball past the first man from a corner is something we have suffered from for decades. Excuse me. Enzo looks for the outside of the boots. It is Matty Cash with the clearance out for a corner ball once again. A lot of possession, you're right. I told you. This formation, the way we set up, everything is just like, let's absolutely hammer this Aston Villa side. Enzo with a much better cross. Martinez flailing about. I think he's absolutely dived there beyond belief, but Shred, mate, I appreciate the support. I'm always here, mate. I'm always here for the Chelsea games. So if you ever need someone to watch them with, I'm always here. Our set pieces are, says Aura. With one word in the chat, finish that sentence. Chelsea's set pieces are. Let me know your thoughts. Be as creative as possible, by the way. Lewis, that is quite possibly the best word you could have used. Might have a counter-attack. That is a phenomenal pass from Sanchez out from the back. Finds Jackson. Sancho. Oh, it's Neto. Back to Jackson again. You've got to be quicker than that, Nico. Oh, he's a bit flaily. He's a bit flappy. Neto, Sancho. Have a shot, for fuck's sake. Why does Sancho never shoot? He's calling for a handball there, I think. Sancho's calling for a penalty. Cheeks. Didn't want it. What? Marcus Rashford with the goal against Everton for Manchester United. Great head away by Sanchez. So the words that came up with wank, diabolical, imaginary, ja, which I know is ha 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 ha. Questionable, cheeks. Gotta love some cheeks. It's a phenomenal word. It's certainly one that is only used in very specific situations. Cheeks is absolutely a fitting word for this. Different. Palmer Fernandez! It's 2 for the Blues! Come on! I told you he's been so much better as of late. It's Intercock! Come on! It's a fantastic goal from Enzo Fernandez. I told you he's been on the up and up as of late. Enzo Fernandez, he almost toe pokes it into the front, into the back of the net. Past Emi Martinez, who for the most part has been absolute shite. It comes down on the half volley. It's just as sweet as you like. Palmer passes it in. It's quite a hard pass. The momentum Enzo Fernandez gets off that first touch, takes it up off the ground, and he just places it past the keeper. Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0. It could be more. It could and arguably should be more. But 2-0 to Chelsea, right? Well, I mean, there's still 10 minutes before half-time. We're in dreamland, baby. Well, I wouldn't even say dreamland, to be completely honest with you. That's 2 goals in the last 2 games in the Premier League for Enzo Fernandez. We are cooking. And I wouldn't say dreamland, because we have been really good up to this point, both before this game and in this game. I told you before the start, this was ours to win. This was ours to win. I just had that level of confidence that I know the game's still not over, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. If we continue to play like we have been, we could actually still finish second today. Oh my God, what is this passing? Don't you fucking dare concede here! Great tackle! God, we just make the chances against ourselves. Romeo Lavia has been absolutely taken out there. And as we know, this is a player that you don't really want to see writhing around in pain on the floor. I think he's all right. I don't know how much of the ball he's got there. He's fine. Yeah, Arsenal fans watching this must be like, oh, fuck off. We're finally back up above Chelsea, who they think they're so much better than us. I've seen neutrals online saying in their gut, they think Chelsea have more possibility of winning the Champions League before Arsenal win their first. If we continue to grow and grow at the rate that we're going at and play the way that we're playing, We're only going to get better if we play like we are. You know. Arsenal are by far the better team. I mean, you would imagine so, considering the last few seasons that they've had, where, might I remind you, they've won fuck all. With considering how good their team has been, they've still won niche, absolute diddly squat. So then for us to have our stinky few seasons, recuperate, develop a new squad entirely since winning the Champions League, and then overtake them, it would be a glorious day. It would be a glorious day. And one that I do see coming. Here's Caicedo. Lovely ball. Finds Palmer! Not quite been on the ball today. The last few games, to be honest with you, Palmer hasn't been quite up to his usual standard. That's not to say he's bad. It's just the Palmer's expectation, or our expectations of Palmer, are so monumentally high that when he has even the remotely average game in his regard, you know, he has got an assist. So yeah, so glad you just said that in the way that you did. He's got an assist at least. You said it so politely. Whereas if I'd said that with Alex, you know, in my ear, I would have just been bombarded with fucking, he's got an assist! What the fuck are you talking about? But he has had a quiet game otherwise. In comparison to what we're so used to, of like when he's on like proper top form. Martinez has signaled to come off, has he? All that running around he's been doing. We look so good. I don't know if it's we look good or if Aston Villa are just fucking shit. I think it's a bit of both. Yeah, Neto's work rate's been unreal. Do you know what it is as well? It's what I was saying at the beginning of the game. He has to. Neto and, well, not so much Sancho, but Neto has to perform today to solidify and confirm his starting spot over Madueke. And there will be people that are upset that Madueke isn't necessarily bad enough to be dropped just yet. But, you know, I'd say the time came. Neto's going to make the most of it. It's his haircut. That's where Neto holds his power. Speaking of which, my God, I need a haircut badly. I've got one booked in for next Saturday. I'm very excited. Neto, lovely step over. Cross, not the best. Unsure if that stays over. I'm not sure I like his haircut, I must be honest. Madueke is on the bench, I believe. Madueke is good, but he needed to be benched for him to improve. Yeah, I think he got a bit too comfortable, you know. More than likely the case. We've got a minute to go until half time. And I'm liking what I've seen. I think we've been very good. Very good indeed. Show the match. No. You show the match. 5 minutes of additional time, and that will be mostly down to the indirect free kick that led to nothing. Could we get another goal before half time? I really hope we do. You know? 2-0 up. Manchester United, yeah. Did somebody really ask to show the match? They always do, mate. There's always one. Just want to say a big thank you to all of you watching on YouTube and on TikTok. But mostly on YouTube. It's... oh, great chance. Good save by Sanchez. Yeah, really appreciate the support. It's dropped a little bit, I must say. I've been a little bit in my feels over the last couple of days, thinking, fucking hell, my views and stuff have taken an absolute monumental shit. And I think most people would normally just shut up and not say anything, but I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that has supported me. Or is continuing to do so. 10,000 subscribers just around the corner. Certainly doesn't feel as exciting because of the drop at the moment, but I know that it's gonna get back up at some point in the near future. We just need something to happen, I think. Some big stuff to happen. What's your thoughts on Colwell? Next captain, surely. I really do think. It's I just do think it's inevitable, isn't it? I don't necessarily think Reece James is the future anymore, and I personally have resigned myself to the fact that I think that Reece James, it's not going to happen, and I would be so happy. I would be so happy and so grateful if it did work out for him. I'd be so happy for him. I'd be happy for us. I just don't think. I don't think it's going to work out. I really don't. And that's not me not supporting him. I'm just going off of what's happened over the last couple of seasons. History will tell you it's going to repeat itself unless something monumental changes. He's had the surgery on his hamstring and it's still playing up. So I've seen people say like he should drop his captaincy for the betterment of the team and you know, give it to someone else. I think it's a lot of fucking hell. What are these passes back? Matty Cash's pass backs to Martinez have been fucking shit today. Say what you want about Martinez, right? He's not had the best of games by his standard, but his defense just aren't helping. His defense just aren't helping at all. Thank you for all the lovely messages. I have been reading them all. It's just one of those things, you know? You go through waves as someone who does these sorts of things. Like, I hate saying I'm a content creator, but like someone who puts stuff out, it's always very big highs and very low lows. And I'm going through one of those at the moment, a bit of a rut at the moment, even though I'm doing content, maybe not as much as I should. I should probably do a bit more. You start to question a lot, but then it starts to pick up again, and you're like, thank God I didn't fucking bottle that or like pack that in. I'm always going to do the watch-alongs. Here's Sancho. 4-0 for this game. Luke saying you can just tell if we somehow fuck this from now on, that'll be our own wrongdoings rather than Villa showing they've been shite. Yeah. Game at half-time? I'm unsure. I lost so many viewers, last game. Might have to talk about the game, to be fair. You can only do what you can only do what you can do without impacting your mental health. We appreciate it and everything. Thank you very much, Phoebe. I do appreciate it. It's more just time. I fucking don't have the time. A lot of it. I've got a job. I've got a fucking things I need to do. I know that there's like obviously I could do, but I don't want to just pump videos out just for the fucking sake of it. Do you know what I mean? I was talking about this in the last game. But I just feel like there's a lot of people, they do it and it's their job. Like this isn't my full-time job yet, So I can't justify doing this more than I currently am. Unfortunately, I'd love to. If I was single and still living at home, I could honestly, I would be doing this every day, all the time, It's just a fact of life that you get other responsibilities and stuff. I've got to put it elsewhere, but I'm still doing the main things, I could probably do more on TikTok, but again, it's just so long having to overdo it for the people on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like watch along views always do well. Because it's me at my most animated, but then like doing fucking like ranking players based on whether they fucking would like beans on toast. It's like coming up with that sort of shit is just not in my nature to fucking just overdo it for the sake of overdoing it, whereas some people make a fucking killing off of TikTok by doing all that shit, but it's so forced and good on them, but I haven't got the time for that shit. But yeah, it is what it is. With that said, ranking players is boring. I can't be arsed of any of it. I'm sticking to what I like. That's what I've always found. I enjoy myself so much more, and I do so much better when I'm doing what I like to do. Whenever I've tried branching out, doing stuff that's a bit different to what I do, it never does well. I never get any views on them. And it never gets a good reception. So why the fuck? Why would I waste my time doing it? Whereas the things that I do enjoy doing, it does well, gets a good reception, all that, all that good sort of stuff. I need to stream more. I do need to stream more, but again, that's because I've just been busy. But apart from that, we are nearly at 50 fucking subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. My God, it's been a slog. I think that's the most depressing part of all of it, is that like really, for the most part, I always do get good like amount of subscribers per month. But the last month has been so poor for subscribers and I wouldn't normally care, but it's in a month where it's like 10,000 subscribers. It is so nearly there. It is so nearly there. And I just, it's not working out at the moment. And I think that's what's the most like really fucking slowed me down in terms of like my excitement for doing this at the moment. So it is what it is. I'm complaining about things that are really not that important, but my God, once I hit the 10,000, I'm not bothering asking for any more. Do you know what I mean? 55 away. 2-0 to Chelsea at half time. With that said, all my moaning and my venting out of the way. I'm not moaning at you guys by any means, because you're actually supporting and all that good stuff, but I'm just fucking annoyed with myself because I think I could be doing better, but I know that there's not much more I can do, you just go through highs and lows in months for content. It is what it is. It's a very stressful situation that I know people probably watching are like, fucking get a grip, mate. You're only making videos and blah, blah, blah. You want it to succeed, because I'm at a point where it's like, I'm so like, it's there. I can fucking feel it. You know, I can feel it. And then there's months where it drops and you're like, fuck, I'm losing momentum. And then it's just frustrating, that's all. But again, anyway, Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0. We look fucking phenomenal in most places. I think in defence at times, the usual suspect / suspects are to blame in regards to putting us in a bit of danger. Fofana's had a bit of a slip. I think, I think it was Enzo that did a bit of a dodgy pass back. We've also maybe should have been 3-4 up. If anything, we had the indirect the indirect free kick in the box. We had Nicholas Jackson had the ball passed to him in the box by Emi Martinez, playing it out from the back. Could have put that in the back. I'm not going to blame him for that in any way, shape, or form. It was a lot harder to react in that time. But, I think for the most part, 2-0 at half time, you'd want it to be more based on how the game has gone, just to sew it up, just to ensure that at the very least, the 3 points are a guarantee. But I'm very happy. I'm very happy with how the performance has been. I'm very happy with how everyone's played. Again, fantastic. Just cannot wrap my head around how good, Jackson's finish was for that first goal. It is just so good. Brilliant from Cucurella from start to finish. It is just the sweetest of finishes to hit it off the inside of the post and in. There's people claiming that there was a free kick in the build-up. It's just not a free kick. It is not a free kick in any way, shape, or form. Cucurella just absolutely steamrolling through him with the ball first, might I add. And the rest is history. For the Fernandes goal, it is actually Fernandes that gets the pass to Palmer and then back again. Great first time touch, picks it up, and then a half volley that is going to be hard to replicate again and again and again. So to do it first time of asking, absolutely brilliant. First time pass to Palmer, by the way, from Enzo, who gets it back, and then just the sweetest of finishes. Gets it past Emi Martinez, who again has had a pretty stinky game, all things considered. Outside of the boot as well, it has been a very, very good game. Ollie Watkins has had chances as well, to say the least. We're watching back this chance. Fofana tracks it. I don't know if he was tripped there by Ollie Watkins. He's not calling for it. But at that point, we were only 1-0 up, So I really do think we're rather lucky. And I'm not going to lie, Fofana's put us in a bit of a sticky situation on more than one occasion. I'm not going to sit. I mean, like I've already gone over it in the beginning of the game or beginning of the stream. I've criticised so many players over the last seasons, but I'm not. What's the word? I'm not ashamed or shy to admit when I'm wrong, or more specifically, to praise them when they are getting better and better and better. Cucurella, I used to call him a freak. I used to call him all the names under the sun. And boy, oh boy, is he playing like one of the best left backs we've seen at Chelsea in quite some time. Enzo Fernandez scored 2 goals in the Premier League in 2 games. He's doing really well lately. I've criticised him really a lot lately. Since he's joined Chelsea, and just said like he's not quite as good as everyone's making him out to be. I don't quite understand the hype, blah, blah, blah. He's proving me wrong now. He's doing great, and I love to see it. The same goes for who was the other one? Mudryk as well. Mudryk's been better lately as well. So I'm more than man enough to admit when players are getting better and better and improving. I think Fofana has a long way to come. I think the potential for Fofana is there. You can see that there's a good player there. But I'm not buying into, again, the way Alex talks about him and Cole Will saying like they're fucking phenomenal and all this sort of thing. I get it. I do get it. I just don't see that they're anywhere near as good just right now as people like him bang on about. Again, I completely see that the potential and the future is very bright for both of them, and I can't wait for them to one day be playing really, really well over and over again, week in, week out. Their connection isn't there yet either. We're being forced to watch them play as the two at the back. And I'm yet to really be like, wow, this is a match made in heaven. This is a really, really good centre back duo to rival the other top squads. You know, if anything, defensively is where we're really lacking in these types of games. Where if defensively we were really good, we wouldn't be worrying at all. But it is because of those mistakes from Fofana and just defensively as a whole that we are still in this. We're 2-0 up in a game that we have, for the most part, dominated against a really poor Aston Villa, who have given chance after chance after chance away. Their goalkeeper's shit in this game. Their pass backs have been terrible. For the most part, again, like I say, they haven't been great. But at the same time, you still worry, don't you, that there's going to be a few defensive errors that might still lead to a bit of a slip up. And until those cracks are filled, until those defensive inconsistencies are sort of made to be better, we're always going to worry as Chelsea fans, aren't we? We're always going to worry that this could slip. I'm happy with everyone else, regardless. Not regardless. I'm happy with everyone else elsewhere, is what I should say. We'll quickly do I will be live after the game as well to do a match review. I didn't do it for the last game just because it was like such a stupid fucking shit game. I just couldn't be. I didn't do a preview for it either. But we will do one for this game, and I will do a player ratings tomorrow. Not player ratings. Is it player ratings? What the fuck do I do lately? What do I do? I think it's player ratings. It is player ratings, isn't it? I haven't done a player ratings in ages, I don't think. Match review. Player ratings, yeah. I'll be doing a player ratings tomorrow as well. Christ, it's been a while since I've done one of those because of the international break, I think. So Sanchez, I think, has made some good distribution-wise. Passing has been great at times. It's been a very a typical Sanchez performance, I think, with it being very dicey around the back, but I don't think for him, really. I don't think he's the worst of our issue at the moment. I think Fofana has had some issues. Colwill, not as much, but still defensively could be better. The defense, I mean, not Colwill. Cucurella, I think, has been pretty good. I think has a couple of issues down the left-hand side in transition into defense. Midfield, Lavia has been great. Enzo's been great. Caicedo, decent. I think Palmer, he's got the assist. And so, not quite the performances that we're used to over the last few months, year or so, as I said. But you're going to have these drops when at the age that how old is he again? Hang on, 22. At the age that he is, the expectations are high. All that stuff. You're going to have drops at times, but his drops are like, even when he's playing like this, it's still a good performance. It's still a really good performance. If on his worst days he's still getting assists, then wow. What a shame, you know? Neto being great. Sancho being great as well. I would just like to see Sancho shoot more. Does that make sense? Does anyone feel the same in that regard? Do you know? I just think Sancho could shoot more often, and I would be happier. Just needs to open his body up a bit. And I think we'd be happy. I just feel like sometimes he's a bit afraid to shoot. I don't know what it is. He just always looks for the pass. Just shoot more, please. He's the opposite of Sterling, exactly. And then Jackson, faultless, really. I really, there's nothing to say. Apparently, there's 180 of you watching on TikTok. I would really do encourage you to come over to the YouTube channel, YouTube stream, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI. The link is in my bio. Please come over, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I can assure you it's a very good community. Far less spam fucking comments as well, saying like click the link in whatever. It's a lot better over there. I can assure you of that. So please do. You like it better there? Okay, cool. Whatever. With that said, I think we are now officially into the final 49 subscribers away from 10,000 bastard subscribers. So again, I hate to beg, but once we hit that 10,000 mark, it'll be all over. You won't hear me ask for you to subscribe ever again. You might do, but it won't be in the capacity that I have done in the last 10,000 of you. Here we go. Second half. I'm a bit tipsy, says Dan. 15 years of age. You've been 15 for about 10 years. Well, not 10 years, but the last 4 years at least. Here we go. It's 3-0 already. Rashford with an early goal in the second half for Manchester United. You're 18. Oh, you fuck. There's no chance. Oh, I get you. I get you. Got a roast after for the City game. I don't know what I've got. Here's a chance for McGinn. And it's a great chance. Great save. Fantastic save, if anything. Bit slow. Oh, I was a bit slow there, wasn't I? Again, thank you for all the kind comments for my rant at halftime. It's reassured me and made me feel a lot better. Thank you very much. I feel all warm and fuzzy now. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It's Kukurea. If we could win 3-0, I still think 3-1 is was my prediction before the game. I do see us conceding, but I think it'll be wrapped up before that. I think it'll be like a last-minute goal again, sort of like Leicester situation. Why are you gay? I think anyone that's watched me long enough knows I'm a soppy bastard, to be fair. I'm not someone who's afraid to express my emotions. I'm very forward with how I feel. Always happy to express my gratitude to those of you that spend your valuable time watching me talk utter shite. It means a lot. Kukurea. Jackson, it's going to be a bit of a stretch. Palmer, poor pass, but finds Neto. Bit heavy. Caicedo. Palmer again. I can feel a goal. Feel it in me nuts. Feel it in me cashews. Not me. you know. But I mean, yeah. It's Cucurella. Oh, it's a great chance again. They did make a goalkeeper change, by the way. They did make one. If I'm not mistaken, I swear that goalkeeper had a fucking blinder against us once, like a season ago. Like he had a fantastic performance against us. Aiden, thank you very much for the donation. Really do appreciate it. Massively, massively appreciated. Here he comes again. Enzo Fernandez tracing down. Dante, do appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Means a lot. Once we get the Twitch streams back up and running again, though, play some actual like games instead of FIFA all the time. I'll have a little bit more fun. We're going to start a GTA 5 story mode save. Hopefully next weekend when I'm streaming. Are there big games on Saturday? Are there big games next Saturday in the Premier League? Because I'd hate to do it as like a 10-hour stream plus I do a watch along. There's not really, no. Everton, Liverpool, United, Forest. So no is the answer. 153 likes on the stream. Please do keep smashing the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the bell notification. Chelsea, 5 minutes into this second half, have had a chance. Wasn't very, very close, but there was certainly a possibility. We've started a little slow, though. I think more so just trying to break them down enough. I think Aston Villa have almost, the way they're playing at the moment so far is they've almost given up the hopes of winning the game, but more so just trying to damage control. Damage control. Survivor Series last night. Very good. Thought it was very good indeed. The OTC did, in fact, get the victory. Sorry for the spoilers for anyone that hasn't watched it yet. Great chance. Sanchez collects again. Enzo. Cucurella. Lavia. I'm liking the three in the middle, by the way. I'm liking it a lot. Jackson could be through here. It's a great first-time touch. And the offside flag goes eventually. Took their time. Took their jolly old time, but it wasn't the best of touches from Jackson in the end anyway. We are racking up the subscribers now. We might even get it today, you know. Can we get 10,000 subscribers today? If you're watching on TikTok, again, I hate to keep saying it. We are live on YouTube, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI. Do come over, subscribe, and watch it over there. It's a much better viewing experience. The comments, everything, a much nicer experience. The you know, much cleaner, less spam. Played through. Jackson could be in here over the bar. Blazes it. Blazes it over the bar. Just got the wife to subscribe. Thank you, mate. Do appreciate it. Wish you could show us the game as you speak. It's not a possibility, I'm afraid. Oh, I'm getting a bit peckish. I haven't eaten today so far. But I'm getting rather hungry. Colwell fouled. Play continues. Lavia plays it out the back. Not very well. Palmer doesn't quite get to it. 1-0 Tottenham. Good chance for Villa here. On the back foot. Calls for handball and a penalty! Not given. In fact, I think it's going to be a yellow card. I tell you what, I had my heart in my mouth then, thinking that was going to be given. Not a handball against Cucurella, but Enzo puts his foot out. Enzo just wasn't having any of it. The player didn't even remotely. Jaden Philogene didn't even try and call for it and has been booked for simulation. I thought that was going to be a penalty. So he had me sold. Here's Sancho. Finds Jackson. The 1-2 could be on. It's Palmer. What are you doing? Some of these passes. Just a bit of a waste there from Cole. To be honest with you. Roland, can you fuck off? Cheers, mate. So anyone watching on TikTok, if you want an example of why the YouTube stream is better, is people cunts like Roland spamming in the chat. You don't get that on YouTube. So for a much better viewing experience, I can assure you, YouTube is a better way to go. The link is in the bio. not to spam my bio, but... I know, we're close. I'm close. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, it's so weird. Ugh. It won't come. Yeah, Roland, you can stay over there, you twat. It's so annoying. I can't like moderate the chat on the fucking. Oh, Roland has reported my live for harassment, even though he's the one spamming in my chat. Cheers, Roland. Appreciate it, you fucking dweeb. I can't block him. I'll try. I think Luke's a moderator on there. Yeah. I can't, for some reason, it won't let me moderate my own fucking chat, so... Corner ball. Amounts to nothing. Oh, we've got Rijkaard now in the chat, spamming. Well, there you go. Again, TikTok viewers, if you need any more excuse to come over to YouTube, then now's your chance, because it's rife. The chat is rife with spam at the moment. Philo Gene, is it? As in like phyllo pastry and a pair of jeans. Feel good, Harry. We are winning Sealer. He tried to block him. Well, there's loads now. Rijkaard, Roland's back. Wesley Fofana is down at the moment. Dennis Wise in the crowd at the bridge. He is. Always good to see him. Is Fofana going to carry on? That's the question. We've got Badiashile and Tosin on the bench. Badiashile is going to come on. And I'll tell you what, I'm not totally upset with that because of how good Badiashile has been. I'm obviously upset because Fofana's injured again, but Fofana and his suspect periodic injuries. Is there like some conspiracy theory as to why Fofana gets injured so much? Is it on purpose? Is it like a Neymar situation? Fofana off, unfortunately. But again, we've got Benoit Badiashile coming on, a player in which last game he did play, he did feature, and was very, very good, all things considered. Yeah, we need Badiashile right now. Fofana is so clumsy. He is. It's the word to describe him. He's just a goofball, and he's proper clumsy. The quality is there. You can see that there's quality. But, oh, it's lovely from Lavia. Jackson with a great touch. Finds Palmer. Here's Neto. Oh, he absolutely does his man. Crosses in. Cleared away. 4-0, please. Oh, God. My nose is so itchy. God, the TikTok chat is just a mess. Yeah, United 4-0 up against Everton, by the way. Xerxes with a brace. Rashford with a brace. Enzo Fernandez down. I'm so behind. Matty Cash through the back of Enzo. Oh my God, Ross Barkley. Why did I not realise or remember that he played for Aston Villa still? An hour played. The momentum has died down quite a lot. We do not need Ross Barkley having a blinder, let's be fucking honest. Colwell. Bet he scores. I bet he does. I bet it's a blinder as well. Lavia. Lovely play from him. My God. He is a joy to watch, isn't he? Badiashile. Nice pass. Finds Caicedo. Lovely outside. Oh, it's just not enough. Really good cut out there by that player, whoever that was. Aston Villa playing it really dangerously around the back and then cleared away by the keeper, out for a throw in. We don't look any closer to scoring, it's got to be said, but Aston Villa don't look any closer to scoring at the same time. So swings and roundabouts. What the fuck was that? One of the worst throw-ins I've ever seen in my life from Caicedo. What the fuck was that? He just went and threw it straight to a Villa player. Luca Dean on the floor now. That's a great tackle by Caicedo. Look flat going forward this half. Would do with attacking subs. I'd bring on... and I want to be realistic here because I don't think Mudrik's necessarily going to come on. I would bring on... God, they're bringing on Leon Bailey now. I'd bring on Felix. But is it likely to be... And Nkunku just doesn't seem to be subbed on until the 80th minute every fucking game. It's so frustrating, isn't it? I'd like to see Mudryk come on, but it's going to be either Nkunku or Madueke, yeah. 1-1 in the Tottenham game. Fantastic. Oh, Jackson's in! Put it away! Fucking shoot! What is he doing? Oh, shoot, there. Why have you taken another touch? So it comes through, first touch short, toe poke it. Why has he taken another fucking touch? Yeah. I think that still is somewhat, still is one downside is that he just always takes one touch too many, doesn't he? More subs. More subs. Duran and Bailey coming on. Oh my God, it's getting a bit chilly. Still only 13 degrees, but got the old goosebumps. God, I can't wait to get a haircut. This is just diabolical, isn't it? Such scruffy hair. Once it gets a bit too long, it just gets so heavy and just... God, just can't do anything with it. I moan about the most fucking inconsequential shit, don't I? Just such non-problems. Haven't got enough subscribers. My hair's too long. It's all relative to me, okay? In Chicago, it's minus 16. Is that Fahrenheit? Christ, if that was Fahrenheit, it would be like minus 50 or something, wouldn't it? You moan about such random shit, yet we're still here. I can't explain how. I am always bitching and moaning. I think that's just what I've always been like that, though. I'm a proper moaner. Minus 16 Fahrenheit to Celsius is minus 26. Whereabouts in Chicago? My hair looks great. Thank you, Jermaine. Appreciate it. I'm from London, but my woman from Chicago. There's a lot of rain in Trinidad. says Mr. Sheldon. My local train station cancelled all trains the other day when I had work. I had to get into work. I take the train to work. And there was frost, not snow, but it had gone below zero, so that there was frost. It was a little. All the cars were a little bit frosty and all that sort of thing. They cancelled all trains, at least in the morning, because there was obviously frost on the rail line. Which, grow up. Here's Caicedo. Lavia. Are you a relative of Bruno Fernandes? Not that I know. I don't think I have any Portuguese in me. Illinois. Chicago, Illinois. It is going to be exactly that. Madueke and Nkunku coming on at the same time. Sunny in Peru. We are a multinational chat right now, aren't we? We've got Chicago. We've got London. We've got Peru. We've got Pakistan. We've got Trinidad and Tobago. We've got Ireland. You know? Malaysia. It's all over the gaff. Australia. Fucking hell. We might have every single time zone possible in this chat right now. You must be happy, Sami Zayn, your twin one. Fucking here we go again. Jamaica. Big up Jamaica. South Africa. Reading. South Africa seems to be quite a big one here. The Isle of Wight. Argentina. Farnborough. Kenya. It's a cloudy in Romania. Nigeria. Is that the Finn flag? The Finnish flag? Devon. Margate. Fucking hell. 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go. McGinn crosses in. Great chance. Albania. Nepal. I'm just going to proof check that is Illinois. It's -6 in Illinois, you liar. You big liar. It's 22 degrees Fahrenheit in Chicago, Illinois, you big phony. You big fat phony, you. San Diego, California as well. Wow. We've got some West Coast in the chat. Duran! Headed away. Colwill smiling, thinking I've saved everyone there. It wasn't even. It was Ross Barkley with the header. West Sussex. Yorkshire, but studying in the West Midlands. Very specific. Birmingham, to be exact, even more specific. We are now officially 30 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. Like the stream, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future streams, content, whatever. I'm live right after this stream with a new stream for a match review. I'll also be doing a video tomorrow, player ratings, so keep an eye out for that. And I will be doing a stream, FIFA stream tomorrow, I think. I'll need to check my old schedule. That did not go out, by the way. That's really poor from the referee or the linesman. Bald, might I add. What a surprise. If you're watching on TikTok, once again, the chat is much, much better on YouTube. Less spam, much better conversations. We're currently discussing where everyone is from or where they're watching. Not that you didn't know that already. I'm not reading the TikTok chat anymore because it's just full of shit. But please come over. Link is in the bio, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI. You won't be disappointed. I can assure you of that. Especially next Sunday. We're getting back. Well, hang on. What time is the game? What time is the game on is it 4:30? 4:30 next week? Is it the 9th? What? The 8th. Here we go, Cole Palmer. It's a 4:30 kickoff, yeah. Palmer! All the way, doesn't pass. Fucking greedy bastard. Thinking Kunku might have been open there. What is it? You going to any games soon? Hopefully. It's the kind of thing, if I can get tickets randomly, I do really want to go to a game this season. Because it has been so long. Ball comes in. 15 minutes to go. Unfortunately, I don't see the 4-0 happening. However, where are we in the league right now? Should we have a little look? We are currently third, level on points. We're just one goal difference behind Arsenal. 3-0 would be fucking perfect, would it not? 4-0 would be better. Obviously, we'd go second, but I'd be very happy if we could get one more. Palmer. Yeah, Palmer has been so wasteful today. I'd even argue, right, the pass to Enzo is mostly Enzo doing the hard work, by the way. He might have an assist, but Enzo did all the hard work. The pass from Palmer was so hard. It could easily have gone the other way. You know, it could have easily been a poor touch from Enzo and gone to nothing. But Enzo's first touch was sublime. Did well. And we benefited from it. An assist is an assist, but like I say, it could have gone wrong. Here's Nkunku. Caicedo. Madueke. Nkunku is onside. Nice passing. It's Cucurella with a shit pass, but finds Neto. Great chance. Calls for handball. We'll take a penalty if we can get one. I'll tell you that much. It's a terrible pass all the way forward, and Sanchez will collect. Enzo finds Neto. Gets away from his man really well. Not the best of passes, not the best of positioning from Nkunku as well. Ah. Terrible tackle, or terrible challenge rather than tackle from Enzo there on Ross Barkley. Been a bit of a shit second half. It is really, it's got to be said. Not the best at all. 183 likes on the stream on YouTube. If we could get to 200, we'll have another Enza clock to wake everybody up. Because knowing everyone's time zones now, I'm sure that there's at least a few of you that have probably fallen asleep at this point and you're listening to my voice. Here's a chance here for Aston Villa. Great challenge by Cucurella. And Nkunku. A win is a win. A win is absolutely a win. I'll take it. There we go. Neto. Back to Cucurella. Enzo in wait. Chelsea would smash Man City right now, you're right. We just look so good, don't we? We're so comfortable. Ten minutes to go. Day one of our tree. Day one, and our tree has so far survived the night from our 3 cats. Wow. We've had ours up a week already, which I think I explained in the last stream, to be fair, was because we're away for New Year. So it makes sense to have it just up for another week so we can appreciate it a bit more. That was my girlfriend's excuse anyway. To be fair, I was the one pushing to put it out on the day that we did. Good chance here. Bailey deflected off of him. He does keep it in. It's going to be a really fun game, though, I imagine, between City and Liverpool, Liverpool and City. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Starts at 4:30, no? Here's a run. Good run from Caicedo. Loads of space. Palmer. What can he do? Not a lot. Fouled. Man. I'm not going to do a watch along for it. No. It's Sunday, you know, I've been gone for majority of the day already. So it's a 4 p.m. kickoff, is it? Well, I've got to get the review up and out the way as quickly as possible in that case. But yeah, it's Sunday afternoon. Spent it with the missus, of course. More so because she's away all weekend next weekend. So it's a bit rude, is it not, for me to just be like, I'm going to watch the football on me own. Plus, I already said we should watch it together because she does like her football. So I said there's bound to be loads of drama. And she's like, oh. Well, you know I like my drama. So. Palmer! Oh, yes! I've been saying all day he's been wasteful. He's not been himself the last couple of games, and even then he gets an assist, and you think, wow, his average is just better than most. And then he scores a goal that good. It fucking ends the clock! Come on! Come on! Cole Palmer, he opens his body, and it's just a top corner. It's just a typical Palmer goal. It's just a typical Palmer goal. It's the only way to describe it. I'm glad. Who wouldn't be? Absolutely fantastic. And that is Cole Palmer defined. That is him personified. It is just the way Cole Palmer is. He can be quiet all game and then just like that. Just like that. Bags an important goal like that. Puts us level peggings now with Arsenal in the league in second and third. In fact, we've now overtaken them apparently. We are in second place as it stands. I'm not quite sure how that works. Something to do with like home and away wins. But Chelsea are now second. We've leapfrogged Arsenal. And it is Chelsea 3, Aston Villa 0. Cole Palmer with a goal and an assist in a game that I was saying he's been not himself and he's been a bit quiet. What the fuck do I know, eh? Come on! Madueke taken out. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Why not? Hey? Hey? One more. It's freezing in here. Joao Felix and Malo Gusto coming on. Is Cole Palmer coming off for a change? Wow. Someone said this the other day. Cole Palmer does not need to play all 90 minutes. And I know he's only coming off 5 minutes early. And that's probably to get his round of applause. But he doesn't need to play all 90 when we're this far up as well now. So great management from Enzo Maresca there. Reading the room well. Gusto. Good to see him back on as well. I thought we needed 4 to jump Arsenal. Well, we're level on goal difference with them now, but I'm assuming our home and away record is better than Arsenal. We are identical on absolutely every single metric you could be, apart from, I'm assuming, we've won more at home than they have. Or we've won more away than they have. Like, there's something with the home and away record that we've obviously bettered Arsenal. Because, as I say, as it stands, we are now second place, 6 points behind Liverpool, and above Arsenal for whatever reason. You'd think they would be above us with A and C, but it's a fantastic weekend so far. A draw is what we want. A draw is what we want in that game. I mean, really, no, we wouldn't want City to win, to be honest with you, because they'd go back above us. A draw. Would be perfect. Let me check the Premier League website. Yeah, Premier League has Arsenal in second. FOTMob have Chelsea in second. So unsure. We could really do with another goal. Are we doing title calculations? I was saying in my preview for this game that I thought that if we win this game convincingly, which we have, I think it's, oh my word, we could be in for number 4. We could be in for number 4 here, boys and girls. We could be in for number 4. Jean-Felix Madueke! Oh, it's over the bar. Jean-Felix at the back post just couldn't put it away. What a chance. It was always going away. It was always going out, rather. And that might well have been the chance. That may well have been the chance. João Felix has now been booked. I actually think that was a good tackle from João Felix, to be fair. Yes, he went through the back of him. But he got the ball first and then the man. But he still went through the back of him, so. Arsenal has... they have more less. I appreciate what you're trying to say. They have less yellow cards, so they're second. One minute to go. Less yellow cards. There we go. Quaquinho. Quaquinho? Quaquinho? Or Quaquinho? Madueke's been booked now for diving. It's just not his day at the moment, or not his sort of moment, really, at the moment. We are 6 likes away from 200 on the YouTube stream. Please do like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Quaquinho? Quaquinho? Oh, as in like, ke? Ah! Ah! Oh! Brilliant defending. Really good free kick. Takes everyone by surprise there. Duran puts it past Sanchez and then into an open goal. Colwill slides and puts it out for a corner ball. My good God, that was close. Can you imagine yellow cards prevents us? My God, what a shot! McGinn with a schwapper there. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes of additional time. We've already had one. Someone has just subscribed. So we are now 25 subscribers away from 10,000. If you're watching on TikTok, and you can appreciate that I could really do with the next 25 subscribers. If there's 25 of you lovely people on TikTok that could come over to YouTube, youtube.com/Chelsea Fans XI. The link is in my bio. Just click the YouTube button and subscribe. Plenty more content on there than there ever is on TikTok, to be honest with you. And we're live on here as well. So please do come over, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. Are we still doing a 10-hour stream for 10,000 subscribers? We are indeed. We are indeed. Next Saturday, I believe, will be the 10-hour stream. If we hit 10,000 subscribers before then, it's more than likely going to happen now because we've got another game on Wednesday against Southampton. You would imagine we're going to get 22 subscribers in that time. So it's looking likely. I'm going to have to come up with a little bit of a schedule. I have hinted that we will be doing episode 1 or the first appearance of Stamford Fridge, where I'm going to be doing some chef sort of business. I'll be cooking on stream for like a couple of hours, and then we'll be playing some FIFA. We'll be playing some pro clubs, play some scary games. You can watch me shit me pants. We'll play a whole host of stuff. There's a lot of stuff we can get done in in 10 hours. You can come and go as you please. 10 hours, though, it's going to go so quick. You just know. You just know. So mark it in your calendars. I will, of course, let you know closer to the time when it will start, when it will finish, when it will take place, all that good stuff. It's going to be a good day next Saturday. I tell you what, we're 19 away now. Wow. I look forward to seeing you all there. Love this channel. Even watching the game, I still watch Harry. A legend. Thank you very much, Infected. Really do appreciate it. We got 200 likes on the stream as well. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. I don't know if it ever hits like the enthusiasm levels that Pochaclock used to, but we need to see Harry cooking. Well, next Saturday, it's more likely than ever. I will have to make sure that we'll have to do 2 streams. So we either start with cooking, or we end with cooking. I think we start with cooking, to be fair, because I need to use my laptop to stream, and that'll be in the kitchen. I can't move all my shit into there. So I'll have to do the initial stream for cooking and then finish it off with like however many hours that we have left to finish in the second stream. Here is one last chance. Played through. It's in Kunku. It's a great chance, and it's wide. Will I do any baking? If you can come up with any requests for things that aren't too time consuming, they've got to be dishes that are like, not going to take too long. I already have an idea of the menu. I'm gonna come up with like a menu design and everything so that you guys can see what's on the menu. I'm gonna post that like a couple of days out. And if there are at least one of you that wants to join in and cook at the same time, then by all means, feel free to join in. The stream will probably start, I would imagine, like 10, all of 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 10 a.m. 10 a.m. on Saturday, just so that it's better for everyone to be able to join in. It might be 11, it might be 12, because I think 10 hours will be like 7 o'clock, and then if it's 11, it'll be 8. If it's 12, it'll be 9, I guess. It'll probably be way longer than 10 hours, but either way, there we go. The game has finished, just so you know. Chelsea 3, Aston Villa 0. And what a result. What a few goals that there were. Jackson to get things kicked off. Brilliant goal from him. Enzo Fernandez as well to make it 2. And then Cole Palmer, of course, to finish off the goal scoring. We are now level on points and goal difference and everything else you could imagine with Arsenal. And we are third, I guess, but joint second. I guess if the season was to end today, we would have finished third because we have so many yellow cards. But all the same, it's a fantastic result. Chelsea get all 3 points. We are looking fucking tasty as of right now. With that said, I will be live in about 5 minutes' time to do a quick match review, and then I will be fucking off to go and watch the Man City game in the comfort of my own living room. But please do, if you're watching on TikTok, come over to YouTube for the match review. That again, I'll be live in about 5-10 minutes time, and we'll go through the game, the highs, not many lows, but the highs, the moments and everything like that. Please do come over, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI. Subscribe. We are 20, what is that? I can't work out what that is. It's 16. It's 16 subscribers away, so please do come over, subscribe, hit the bell notification, like this stream if you're leaving now, and I'll see you in just a few minutes' time. Goodbye. Thank you for all the support.